Okay, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. I'm just gonna ignore everything that's just happened during this whole thing. Just, just go away. Maybe there's just more stuff to do on the surface. I guess I shouldn't be prowling around the caves all the time. Hello, Magister.
The Magister stares at the ground, unaware of your presence. With a start, she looks up and realizes someone is standing right beside her. Her eyes meet yours. She doesn't blink.
The Divine is dead. The Bishop is all we have left. Your kind may be older than ours, but I don't think even the ancients will outlast the void. We are unprotected, you know. We are all alone.
Her voice trails to silence, and she resumes staring at the ground, lost deeply in thought.
I do wish Alexander would ascend sooner rather than later. They say his powers are not developing as they should. They blame the void. Well, it's quite the pickle. I put my faith in the Bishop. Reminds me of his father. And what he's...
Ah, interesting. Nabora. Guess I can talk to her.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating.
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself. For those bodyguards of hers.
She
Sharp.
looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
She nods once.
Oh.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. That's for me to know, and you to get out of my face. Buy or shove off. All manner of things. Have a look.
What do you have for sale? Teaches skill. Oh. Some normal stuff. An eye. A ring. An oil flask. Hey.
The woman looks up as you approach.
What do you need? Ha! The hammer got you curious. Yeah, funny name for a gal like that. We're not
She nods once.
clever lass, her. No wonder what Alexander sees in her. Question is, what she sees in... Oh, I don't know. She was a sweet soul. Quiet.
I seem strong
loved
as
the
a
family.
coward, but she didn't come across as no
Always seems
fearless
strong as
military
other people
leader.
do change, don't they?
Okay, goodbye. Yeah, we just gotta explore some more of the island. Pretty tree.
What's this? I found something. I wonder where this leads.
Oh, it's Finn.
You walk up to a skeleton unlike any you have ever seen before. His skull seems to be carved into intricate patterns, with a gemstone sitting in the middle of his forehead. Approaching, you hear a profane rumble from the undead beast.
Bugger.
Bugger.
How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation! That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. Oh, yes. An exceptionally common, but exceptionally valuable commodity.
A face.
A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull.
I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body.
I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Carved? Please. You hardly think I am one of your breed, do you? You have never seen anything like it because you have never met anyone like me. Simply put, I am an eternal, and you are not. You have my sympathies. Indeed, no one seems to have the good taste to be. My people are rather...
At least from this realm. As for the others... Well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers.
Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenienced for a time. Several centuries, in fact. Or perhaps millennia. One tends to lose track. I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe should be explored to its full potential. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate. A cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea
We were
of
all
race was
one.
needed. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence.
Wow.
We studied the mysteries of the universe.
We
but I will
disappeared.
find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. Well, that is the curious thing. Every one of your races resembles them in some manner. Perhaps my people have ascended to some... Regardless, they are not here.
Okay,
But
do you
I
want to be my
suppose,
companion?
Circumstances being what they are, it could be advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful.
Sure.
Excellent.
While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in
All things.
all things. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours?
Let's see. I mean, I'm trying to be the melee guy, but I can always try to get a robe. Don't think I want to conjure yet.
Ah, you seek a more subtle approach. How surprisingly civilized. Very well. What do you require?
Let's see. Pick a few locks, stab a few backs. A shadow blade. Ah. Maybe a wafer? I don't know if wafers are that good. It could be. Let's go
I
wafer.
can do that with one hand behind my spine.
Sure.
Splendid. Very well. Let's...
Okay. A toy crossbow. Interesting. Ah, yes. Cup of tea and gold. Oh, okay. Oh. Let's go ahead and save this. Over. There we go. Well, the clothing hides him, so good job. He heals from poison, so it's okay.
Yes. Is it an audience you desire?
No. Ouch. Here's my magic army. Okay, I magic armor's back. Now let's talk to the crying people.
You hear a small whimpering sound from behind a basket. You peer behind it and find a small human child holding her knees and trembling.
Let's ask
She
what's
looks
wrong.
up at you as if to answer, but recoils at the sight of you and buries her face in her knees once more.
'Cause you're a master. Master sent us here. Me and Ma and Pa. She was not a nice lady.
Oh.
Lizards aren't nice ladies. They beat me.
She must have been very naughty.
Gee, you don't sound like a master. You're nicer than the others. But I still miss my Ma and Pa.
Everything's
How do you
gonna be
know?
okay. So you just
You're really
do.
nice. I like you. You can have this. I found it outside, but I can't read it.
The child
Oh.
smiles. She starts tracing small shapes, hearts and stars and diamonds into the dirt.
I was nice to a child. Can I murder this lady?
Where is she? You go with us. Who are you? Are you from the shelter? She says nothing of another. Fire, alas! She is so late! Never mind. It is not your...
She leans forward. Her eyes are wet with fear as she takes your hand.
Please, do not lead anyone here.
There's a turtle. What's up, Mr. Turtle? Hmm?
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art. What's happening to these turtles?
Oh! Okay.
They're transforming.
Oh. Fucking turtle little bitch. Fuck you. Fuck yeah! Burn, stupid turtle. Holy Jesus. Turtle kiss? Turtle kiss? Poor fucker just got like wrecked, holy shit. This fucking fossil strike that motherfucker. I can't move, I'm crippled.
I'm ready.
That's all I can do for you.
Meet the Reaper for me.
Okay. Mage's pants. Well, I guess we'll give the mage's pants to the mage. Can you just, like, equip this? Thanks. I like how the bodies act. Use. Oh. Hooray. The bullet
Swallowed too much seawater by the looks of him.
Soggy diary.
Foolish to attempt an escape by sea in these waters.
First night here doesn't seem like it'll be too bad. Found somewhere quiet to sleep. Brought enough dry bread to last me. When all this blows over, I'll be happy to say I at least survived it in comfort. A group of dumb brutes shook me down for my bread. We'll have to get smart if I want to eat. Met an old fisherman named Rad. Taught me how to make a net. Rad's gone. Dumb brutes took my neck. At least the meanest one took in the night. Getting hungry. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see. Meanest one took in the night, getting hungry. I was always a strong swimmer. Around here are pretty glassy. Can't be much more than a few miles to shore, can it? Okay, let's go ahead and I'll save it. Why not? I'm pretty well. I know how to sleep, which is nice. There's a crate over here. Read. A concise manual on how to combine a stick, club, branch in order to create the bow. Okay. Go, 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 run! He hinted that whoever took the supplies shares a certain physical tick with Griff. Okay, so I guess I should go about, into town, probably. Oh, not enough source points. Is this it? This is probably the dude.
You're kinda getting too big for your boots, you know? Bloody cavies. Ought to keep out of our hair if you don't want to pay for the pleasure. Your kind. And the dwarves and elves besides. Those of you that...
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay down the law on that elf. Anything for a fellow sorcerer, isn't that right?
Hello? You gonna pray all day, buddy?
I'm sure you
Damn, what a bitch.
gotta hand it to him. Elves sure smell better than us when they die.
Damn.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say, you were on the
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land.
Oh.
I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours. I've just got a small errand to run, and then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
He shrugs. Look,
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but I'll wager it'll be no worse than what'll happen if we stay put. 2 heads are better than 1. And when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
Sure.
he grins, sharp teeth.
So, before we hit the road, it's best survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer is not what you're after, I've got other skills. What are too
I need a
much,
little
you might say.
muscle.
I can make them bleed any which way you want. Which is?
I don't know. An executioner. An inquisitor.
Sure. Think it up. We've got all the time in the world to rot in here. Too much, you might say.
I'm not sure.
I can make them bleed any which way you want. Which is?
An executioner. A knight would fit the bill. Sure,
Can
let's
do.
try it.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Right you are. Lead the way.
Sure. He can rush, he can cripple, battle stomp, smash your weapon, knocking people down,
Oh, I don't feel so good.
increasing the primary attributes, all and perform a heavy attack. Oh. Okay. I discovered a waypoint shrine. Wonderful. Okay, so Shine to the divine.
The shrine depicts Lucy and the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods.
Shrine, by the looks of it. The divine himself, Lucian. Shrine's turned into a memorial, it seems.
Do I hate the
I
divine?
don't feel so good.
Is this lady okay?
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then I was Madame Josephine. You. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I mean. I heard the same thing. Do you know what this means? It means I'm not the only.
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock still, waxy skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks. Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Ah, it's nothing really. It's just, I'm just a bit, well, a bit hospitable. Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price. Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definite. So,
Wow.
How are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? So, you want to check this place out together?
Sure.
Strength in numbers and all that. It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few... Lately I've been
Okay.
into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires.
So I have a
what'll it be?
wayfarer, a knight, a mage, a battle mage.
I'm not afraid of getting my hands greasy, if that's what you mean. What are you interested in exactly? I know that. Don't know if you could tell, but mysticism's kinda my speciality. Let's get into the nitty-gritty while we're at it. What sort of magic are you interested in?
Is conjure a good thing? I don't know. Let's try
Sounds
conjure.
fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah?
Sure. Well,
Hey,
let's
wait a
just-
sec. It looks like you have all the company you need.
Oh.
Maybe another time, when you're a bit more on the lonely side. Till then.
Oh, you can only have 4. Well, shit. How unfortunate.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Haven't got shanked through the gills yet?
You're scared, are ya? Go.
If a magister finds
Watch yourself, boy.
Fuck you,
Take
you
your
wanna
coin,
spit
then.
at me? I'll spit right back, bitch.
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time. Now, or didn't you hear me? Where grows the yarrow? Dire, and for you too, if you want to keep your top screwed on and your wires in a row.
Where does the yarrow grow? Where? What the fuck is this? Oh. I think it's my fucking team, goddamn. Okay, you're gonna wanna... Okay, you're gonna wanna... Ah, shit. I really gotta get my guys away from here. I cussed through you all. Shit, that's awkward. Better get an elemental arrowhead. Or not. I'm out of range of all that. Well, sure, I'll throw that as well. Crippling blow. I forgot to encourage. How awkward. My guy walks so slow.
I'll yield to none.
Oh.
I need aid.
Character is dead. Oh, I'll just have to end my turn. Oh shit. It's going over to the water. Oh, combat. Okay. Okay, well, that was fucking rough.
The dead man, creature, thing, lies in a heap on the beach.
Whatever it was too dangerous to be allowed to live.
It had to die. You can't leave something like that alive.
That might be what happens to sorcerers here. But I'm not hanging around to find out for sure.
Well, since he's the knight, I guess he should get the heaviest armor. That seems fine. Anything else? An arm? Oh, there's another mutilated corpse over here. Some gold. Can be electrified or frozen. How long has this recording been going on? 30 minutes. 40 minutes, I mean. Oh. Go back over
Finally
here.
kicked the bucket.
Interesting. God, I'm terrible at these kinds of games. It wasn't Dane.
If it matters.
Easy, eh?
When another divine arises, will source change back?
What if there are no sorcerers?
The Kin's brow knits together, then apart and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts and doesn't look up as you approach.
Seized by a destructive spirit, you stomp on his foot.
Did you see someone stand on my foot just now? Perhaps I only imagined it. My mind? What else, Kin? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. Why? No doubt the two are related. Perhaps if we can reverse the cause of our misfortunes, we can stop this madness before it goes any further.
Easy now, old chap. It isn't my fault she's dead.
Oh, a fish.
One more chance to shut that ugly mouth of yours.
Goodness, but this place has made you cranky. Perk up, old chap. Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not him, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on. Piss off. Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
A flat smile twitches across Balladeer's lips.
She never did like you.
Oh. Oh.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
Don't feel too bad. Fella had no decency. If you don't have that, you don't have anything to live for. Maybe they're onto something then.
He nods at you and turns back to his handiwork. He lines up another nail and hammers it into the panel.
Bastard.
Interesting. Oh, 25 gold.
I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead.
Press left shift in the inventory, toggle multi-select mode. Poor Prince.
Not an attempt, mate. Not if I can bloody help it. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's down. It's stabbing time.
Ow, he threw dust. Oh, he's a mage, so... 2, 2, 1. Just back off of it, I guess. Oh yes, he blinded me. Whatever. Oh, attack of opportunity. He's really trying to fucking kill my boy. Ouch.
I'm fading. Damned nuisance these assassins are. It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really.
Gosh. Read. Naren, you have served me well in the past. You'll do so again. Use the scroll included with this and cast it in the public square on Arx. You'll be arrested for source use and shipped to Fort Joy. Once on the island, you will search for a red-skinned lizard. You will kill him. You will cut the body to pieces. You'll ensure no magic in the world can restore him back to life. You have your orders. Your weight in gold awaits you. Good luck and good hunting. Oh. Unidentified dagger. Special arrow. Okay. We got our first unidentified item, which is lovely. That was a rather difficult little fight. Septa the Ineffable. I really wish I had the pet pal talent, I'll be honest with you. Oh, it's Beast.
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains.
Eh? Oh, that. I won't be... Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Bravery on the high seas is real. Now, if you'll excuse...
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms
Before placing
and
them
rubs...
on the plank and pulling their bleeding nail must be...
Bleeding nail must be... charmed or something.
Tell the nail's not charmed, you just need to put
Yeah,
up elbow grease.
Go on then. Why don't you give it a shot?
Sure.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly crumbles to pieces in your hand.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I... loosened her up.
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
Thanks, Dad.
What's your trouble? I suppose it were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do... Ah, it's this!
He lifts an invisible cap.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast. May have been cast out, but you can bet your last heel of breed she wishes she hadn't have. I've taken my revenge 1,000-fold on that tyrant's fleet. I'll tell you when you're older.
I'll tell you when
Anyhow,
you're older.
We're a team now, so the me is not half as important as the us. Let's get down to brass tacks. Fighting, I mean. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so important as... You not look it, but I'm pretty light on my toes when I need... Then it's settled. Capital! Aye. But it seems you've no room for old Beast in your clan now.
Yeah, there's no room for old Beast in my clan right now. I mean, I'm happy to take this herring, though. A simple ride. An old nursery rhyme. Come join me where it's hot. Come join me at the fire. Come join me around the pot. That's how we make our dinner. Wow.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry too much if you have a hard time settling in. Takes a while to get used to the place. You here alone?
She gives you a long look.
You keep them friends of yours close, eh?
Oh.
Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. It's nothing. If I haven't learned... Used to be, I had a family.
Husband, we were healers, source was in
Then
our
they brought
blood.
us here.
Then they brought him here.
I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did.
They turned
now
him
I'm
into a
just
monster.
waiting for him to call my name. Waiting and remembering.
Express
Thank you
your
kindly,
condolences.
sweetheart. I do appreciate it.
Too good for this
They were
place.
good
I'm glad
lads.
they got out
Listen
quickly.
to me, bubbling on like a cauldron.
They were
You run along now,
experimented
darling.
on.
You shouldn't spend what little time you've got left.
Okay, goodbye. I was very interested in what that lady had to say. Is this the bad guy?
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. So tell me your tale.
Sure.
Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see.
Uh-huh.
Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends.
The green
Power.
power.
An old ambition. I have a token for you who seeks power. A gift. Power comes from strength, and strength comes from growth. These seeds sprout. So does the iron in your spine. I give my word. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather.
What the fuck? He gave me some seeds. That's what it's all about. This would be a nice skill to learn. Take your leave. Is this crazy witch lady?
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot she was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time, to you, I am this pressing pain you wish would go away, but won't.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in the side of your throat. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
It's dawning on you, isn't it? Why I hate reptiles like you. Forgive me if I don't take your word.
She drives the needle in deeper.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed. Your death will be slower, more painful, but fair enough.
She removes the needle.
Let's play.
Oh, I can just kill her. Oh my god! I didn't know that's how that was gonna go. Red Prince, run the fuck away. Oh, she's gonna kill Red Prince before I can even, like, get him out, isn't she? Okay, you get the fuck over here. And just throw that shit at her.
I'll yield. Nah.
Bitch. Fucking bitch. Don't you ever stick a needle to my motherfucking face again. Fucking little bitch. Damn. Everyone hates fucking Red Prince though. Poor guy. Can I give him better armor? There you go, here's a ripped shirt at least, and you got some pants. I even give you the shoes. They're still all level 2.
Just as you're about to address the lizard, the Red Prince bars you with an outstretched arm.
This man is a dreamer. As you know, I need a word with him. You may wait here while I speak.
Sure.
Permission indeed.
He bids the dreamer stand up and pay attention, which he does in a groveling and awkward manner. The dreamer then chews and swallows a handful of Drudene leaves before slipping into a trance-like state. He falls asleep. To your surprise, the Red Prince lies down and follows suit. After about half an hour, they wake up and begin to discuss what they saw in their dreams. The Red Prince pinches the bridge of his nose in apparent irritation before turning his back on the jabbering dreamer. You receive a withering glance in response.
A deserved bit of sarcasm, I suppose. But though this sting-tailed fellow may be a less than stellar, turns out I'm being hunted by an enemy I didn't know actually existed. The myth-shrouded House of Shadows. The dreamers, though, they're on my side. And they've visions of me on the throne. Of course it is. I was born with the promise of an empire, and that promise will be kept. But to keep it, I must find a second dreamer. A greater one. A more experienced traveler of the dream world. Bahara is her name, and she resides in the swamplands east of the fort. So, let us make our escape and venture there post-haste.
You know, I could tell you all about swamp dreamers too. If I chewed that much Drudene.
Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.